Hi guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. It's Tuesday, February 26th, 2013, and today is my daughter's birthday. I am the mom of an 18-year-old. Oh my god, how did that happen? Very huge, enormous happy birthday to my daughter Elena, who is 18 today and will be graduating in May. Wow. So anyway, I'm very excited about that. She is super excited. I've got an adult in the family. How amazing. First of all is an announcement I've been kind of sitting on, some changes in my life. I am no longer employed outside of my house. I worked for about 5 months in a local sewing machine shop, and I really came to love the customers and the people that I worked with. But what I found was that there just isn't enough of me to go around. I still have my kids at home, I still have my business, I still have my charity work, and I was getting home every day and basically passing out. There's just not enough energy in my life to do all the things that I want to do. And in the end, I opted for family over work, and that's where I am today. So the title of this video, The Craft Came Back, that's what that is about. I am now back to Sew Hooked full-time, taking care of my family full-time, doing my charity work for Linus, and I am already feeling more relaxed and a little bit more mentally healthy, and we're gonna go from there and see what happens. It was an awesome experiment. It was something I really needed to do. I really love the people that I was working with, but like I said, just not enough hours in the day. And that's that. So we're gonna move on and we're gonna get back to business. So I went to QuiltCon this weekend. It was here in Austin. It was a huge quilt show / convention put on by the Modern Quilt Guild. I did not take any classes, so I can't say anything about any of that because I wasn't available to take any classes. I went to the show on Sunday. So the quilts were very aesthetically pleasing. The quilting was amazing. And I finally sort of wrapped my mind around what modern quilting actually means, which I wasn't entirely sure about before. I've been quilting for all of my 30s and a little bit in my 20s. I started sewing when I was a kid. I started sewing on a sewing machine in my early 20s, and I've always kind of made what I wanted, and I didn't really care about anything else. I just made the things that I wanted to make, and whether it was for charity or for myself or for a friend, whatever was in my mind, that's what I made. So I wasn't sure what modern quilting meant, and what I really learned was that it's a huge amount of negative space with very geometric, sort of unique shapes. They're very reminiscent of quilts that I have that came from my grandmother, that were quilts made from leftover clothing and you know, recycled and whatnot. But the real difference that I saw was there's a lot of white, a lot of neutrals with really bright colors and hugely dense quilting. The quilting on some of these quilts were just phenomenal, and I will put a link to my Flickr. Some of the cooler things I got to do at QuiltCon was visit the Craftsy booth, which I was super excited about. I actually sort of held myself in a little bit because I was really excited about it. Craftsy, as I've mentioned to you guys before, is an awesome resource for all kinds of craft people. Whether you're a quilter or a knitter, crocheter, or hand embroiderer, whatever you do that is craft oriented, they have all kinds of tutorials and classes and patterns, both free and for sale. And it's an awesome resource for someone like me who sells patterns online, because they make it really user-friendly for the pattern designers to sell their patterns online, and they make it really easy to update patterns. So if they have a mistake or you just have a new version and you want to update it, anyone that's bought that pattern before or downloaded that pattern before gets an update announcement. They get an email saying, hey, this pattern was updated, download a new copy. So that's one of my favorite things about that. I got a Craftsy notebook. I got a Craftsy button, which I'm really happy about. It says, I'm Craftsy. I made this, which I thought was awesome. So I will put this on something I've made. Another super duper cool thing that I did was visit the Spoonflower booth. Spoonflower, if you guys haven't visited it, is a really cool website, spoonflower.com. And it is a website where you can buy custom fabric. Either you design it or you buy some from an independent artist. And the really nifty thing was I got a free fat quarter, and the fabric quality is amazing. It's really wonderful. I was super excited that they had these little packets that have swatches of all the different fabrics that they offer printing on. And the reason I'm really excited about this is I have been toying with fabric designs on Spoonflower just recently, and I've just ordered 2 swatches of my first 2 fabric designs, which I will be giving away on the Sew Hooked website after I receive it. And I'm gonna let you guys, I'm gonna do a little review and tell you what I think. And I have a lot of designs and drawings and graphics that I have done that were sort of intended for maybe a quilt or something else, or just doodles, that I think would be really fun on fabric. So I will be having a Spoonflower shop opening pretty much as soon as I receive those fat quarters. So I will let you guys know about that. I'll keep you up to date. So that was especially awesome to get to actually feel the fabric and see the fabric and read a little bit of the literature about how Spoonflower works. On Thursday last week, I went to a Swirly Girls design event at Honeybee Quilt Store and met the Swirly Girls, and I said hi to them again at the show. Super fun. Honeybee Quilt Store outdid themselves. They had food and it was beautiful, and they had a gorgeous cake, and there was all kinds of just stuff going on, door prizes, and they had the Swirly Girls were there doing demos of their ruler, and they had quilts there, and it was a lot of fun. So it was a really cool event. If I saw you, hello. And so that was huge fun. So there were a lot of quilters in town this weekend, so it was really nice to get to do that and then get to go to the show on Sunday and just sort of get myself back in the gear of quilting and designing and thinking about what other quilters are up to, which is super fun. So to continue on this incredibly long video, I want to share progress on the Project of Doom signature quilt. I don't know if you can see at the top here, it says the Project of Doom across the top. That's hand embroidered in white embroidery floss. And the bottom of this quilt says 2011 participant. If you participated in the Project of Doom the very first year that it came out, the year that it was actually a mystery quilt, and you sent me a signature block, then it is in here. I'm really proud of this quilt because it's a really good representation of what an awesome community project it was. And I know that people that went through the Project of Doom the first time when we all did it together, I know it has a really special place in their heart, and this is my memento from all of those people for me. So it has the 4 Hogwarts houses in the corners, as you can see. There's Gryffindor, and there's Slytherin, and then I've got Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw at the bottom. As soon as I have a quilt back for this, it will be shipped off to the quilter. I don't know when that's going to be because I haven't found a quilt back I'm happy with, so we'll see. It'll happen soon. I've been sort of collecting bits and pieces here and there to finish up quilts. I've got borders and backs and whatnot, but I haven't bought any batting, so I kind of have to have batting to make quilts, so we'll get to that part. As my craftiness and craft time is returning, I have been sewing again, and I made, last week I made a gift for a friend that I posted on Sew Hooked. I don't have it with me, so I can't show it to you other than a picture, which I'll put here. That's a silk bookmark that I made for my fabulous friend Sarah. So Sarah, if you're stalking me, say hi. It was made out of teeny tiny scraps of Dupioni silk. It literally, they were pieces like this big. They were teeny tiny pieces, and I used every piece but one to make that bookmark. And it was just stitched foundation pieced on a piece of heavy duty double-sided fusible, and then on the back I fused another piece of fabric, and then I satin stitched all the way around it, and that was it. It was fun to make. I used a matching thread to create the texture, and I really enjoyed working on that, and it was nice to make a gift for a friend. I have a bag pattern in my possession at this moment that I wanted to try out, and it's an older bag pattern, and so it's sort of a homegrown bag pattern that has kind of hand typed, probably maybe early computer era instructions with just a few sketches of how to do it. So I'm not going to name the pattern because the instructions were really, really terrible. And I ended up altering it to make it work because following the instructions did not make any sense. There were paragraphs of explanation with no description of what you're actually doing. So it was a little bit tedious, but I finished it, and I finished it my way, and I actually left a couple of pieces, sort of altered a couple of pieces to make it work, and I'm happy with it. It's done. And this is all made out of scrap fabric that a friend gave me, so I'm super happy to share this with you. This is made out of Timeless Treasures fabric, left over from a quilt that a friend of mine made, and it has pockets on the side that are all French and Paris themed. I used this awesome crackle on the inside, and I made some interesting pockets. So this is like a half circle pocket on this side. I did a long skinny pocket on this side for pencils. I don't know if you can see that. And then something I always do in my bags is I put a little just sort of hang tag here, because I like to use a carabiner, I don't know. Yeah, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. The little hooks that close themselves, carabiner. I like to hang those on the inside, and I hang my keys there so my keys don't drop down to the bottom of my bag. So this bag is actually for my daughter if she wants it, because she loves all things France and French, and it's her birthday today. This is not her birthday present, but if she wants it, I'm going to let her have it. Otherwise, I don't know. We'll see what this will become. You guys look for the winners of the magazine drawing that I was having on my blog. I posted, just sort of as an aside in one of my posts last week, that I would be giving away 5 copies of a magazine that I had in my stash, and I will be listing those below this on Sew Hook. So look for that actually on Sew Hook below this video. The Fault in Our Stars has made it to the very last person in the group. If you were in the Talk to Me Tuesday live journal community and you wanted to be part of the Fault in Our Stars pass around, please send me a private message as soon as possible, because it's gotten to the last person. Crystal has it. She's the last one to read it. If you wanted it and you wanted to be part of the pass around, I will put a link to what the pass around is in the description, and you have to be part of the Talk to Me Tuesday live journal community to do that. But send me a private message on live journal, and I'll make sure that she sends it to you next. Otherwise, it's coming back to me, and then we'll be sending it on to John Green. So that's it. That's it. You guys have a fabulous week, and I'm going to see you again next week with lots of wonderful crafties and quilts and just love and goodness. I'll see you guys later. Bye.